Oh, I have something in my eye. It's Saturday here and it's such a nice day. Can you see the sky? And I have a trailer load of dirt. I mean, it's the small things in life, right? I mean, I like a trailer load of dirt. It's for the garden out the back, and I'm really looking forward to making something that I've been thinking about. Oh God, it's so windy in my head for a while. So Tom and I went and got a trailer load of garden mix, and I spent some time pulling out some of the weeds that were there. I might have to do a little bit more, but I'm really excited to experiment with in the ground gardening. So apparently this is like one cube or one big scoop. I don't know, is it a cubic meter? I don't know. There's a lot of premium garden soil there. So it's premium garden mix, and it has all the goodies in there that a good garden needs. And we're going to put it down there behind, I'm holding onto the tripod, down there behind the fence. And Tom is there. He's going to be helping me because it's a lot of work. And technically I only have the trailer for an hour, so I need to get after this and get the digging on, and then we get to tip it over there, and then I get to divide it up into spaces, and I'm going to take you along on my garden project for this weekend. Do you guys have cats that like to drink out of the weirdest places? This is actually supposed to be water for bees, and Marmite has a really nice thing full of yummy, nice clean water that he likes to drink out of the bee feeder. Hey mighty mate! So it's autumn here in New Zealand, and I live in the north of New Zealand, so we get a pretty long growing season, and we can actually grow stuff all year round, which is very cool. Going into autumn, you want to try and get the crops in that to get established before you head into winter. So out in the back I'm going to be putting down an autumn thing of potatoes. I'm going to be putting in onions, I'm going to be putting in brassicas, so broccoli, cauliflower, and some kale plants for Tom, and yeah, trying to keep kind of a succession of those growing through. Potato in there is going to be really good because it'll help break up some of the soil, and onions just because we use them lots, and I have grown some really big ones before, and I want to see if I can do it again. Yeah, that's going to be what my duck under the lawn, duck under the washing line, what I'm going to do today. And am I going to put flowers in? Yes I am, because why not? It's good for the bees too. So this is where we're going to be filling in today. So before we fill in, I just need to get a bit of weeding quickly out the way. Ow. Prickle. Alrighty. Here's the man that's making the wheelbarrows go. At the moment he seems to be on strike. I'm waiting for you. You're eating my tomatoes. Well, technically they're your tomatoes. I see lots of raking in my future. But look at that. I think the plants are going to just be super happy. I'm sweaty because I've been on shoveling duty. You can bring a wheelbarrow up if you like. You can come park it. Whoa. And I'll show you where I'm at in terms of making a dent in the pile of dirt. Not too bad, eh? It's been about half an hour and we're getting there. I'm very glad we have this shovel with a long handle.
It's a good shovel.
And that this dirt is not like heavy like the other stuff. And perhaps that I work out a little bit. Hey?
Put dirt in your face, like on your eyes and stuff?
Yeah. That's okay.
Just don't get it in your eyes.
I think that ship sailed. This is where we're at. There's obviously a whole lot of raking I need to do to level it out. But this is awesome. And the trailer is empty. What a good job we did. And now I'm covered in dirt, but that's okay. We're going to take the trailer back and I'm going to work out where I want my paths. If I want paths, I might do all that tomorrow, but I've got to get some onions and things like that. So I might go to the garden centre too. Here comes the wheelbarrow man coming through the bush. Good morning, girly girl. Are you going to come to the garden with me? Come to the garden? Yeah? Plant the potatoes? Maybe? Yeah? Here are my potatoes. Little seed potatoes that have been sitting there for a long time. They've sprouted and they look a bit weird, so I wonder how many we'll get out of them. But I did some raking this morning and it looks really cool, so I'll show you what we managed to do yesterday. Hi! What we managed to do yesterday and the seedlings that I've got to go in the back new part of our in-ground garden. So this is where we're at. This is the cube of dirt that we put down yesterday of garden mix. It's light, it's fluffy. I hope it's good. It's very dry, so I'm going to need to like drench it once I've planted my stuff. And yeah, I've raked it. And when you walk through it, I'll show you. You can see like sinky footsteps. Hi, you can also see me. It's really bright today. I probably could do a little bit more planning in terms of what goes where. But I just want to put stuff in the ground because I'm really excited about this. It's been kind of on my to-do list for a while. And I just want to get stuff planted and in the ground and growing and to see what it all looks like. And, you know, as things come out, I can change my little planting zones or whatever. I think I do need to get some steps though, because like, I guess if I'm walking through it, I'm going to be constantly walking on the dirt. So maybe having some cobblestones in there will be a good idea. So I think this is kind of all stuff that'll come over time. But in the meantime, I'm going to go get those plants and pull the potatoes out the bag and see how many of them are usable. Potatoes. These are all-purpose, mashing, roasting, chips, microwave. So hopefully, like, they're the amazing thing of all potatoes. They look very strange because they've been sitting for quite a while. And yeah, so I'm going to try. Some of them look really quite bad, but honestly, I think at this point it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put them in the ground and just see how it all goes. Because if I leave them where they are, nothing, absolutely nothing will happen. But if I plant them, maybe they will grow and we'll get some potatoes. So, really nothing to lose. They definitely don't look the best, but maybe nature will out and we will get some potatoes. So, we'll cover these ones back up. So that's 14 potato tubers in the garden. Pukekohe long keeper. And I'm going to again just do the little trench method and plant like a couple of rows. Put them in and then stand them up kind of as I damp their roots down. And they'll lie all over the ground until they decide to stand up. And there's heaps of them, so just have to make sure they all get spaced out nicely so that they've got room to grow. Big fat bottoms. So we've got the onions in and we've got the potatoes in, and now we've got these other, the green things, the broccoli, the kale and the broccoli. I got lots of broccoli because we eat lots of broccoli and Tom eats lots of kale. So this is where we are so far. I also have a very cool pot to put in there with some flowers because everywhere in the garden deserves to have flowers. Let's water these babies in. I'm going to have to give it a really good drink because the dirt that we got is really dry. So I'm going to stand here and just wet it actually all down and see how much moisture I can get into the soil. It'll stop it from blowing away as well. This is me for the next 10 minutes probably. Stand here and breathe. Not think about shit. And now the last bit is the pot to fill in the gap, and because everywhere needs flowers, it is not weeds. So this is the pot. I really like the colour, and Tom's popped it just so that it kind of blocks off a little bit of the gap that's there, and eventually that'll all be retained and what have you in the pot will be higher. But yeah, I'm going to fill that up and put a little pittosporum in and some violas, and it's gonna look pretty. That looks really pretty. Pretty pot. It's got purple violas, and this is the start of the new in-ground veggie garden at the back of the garden. And yes, there's lots to be done down here, but all in good time. We've all got lots of things going on in our lives, and I can't do everything one weekend, because what would I do next weekend? Hey girls, you can't come out. Go and eat the rice you've got at the bottom. I gave you some treats down there.